What's up, YouTube land? Heath here, Shepherd's Forge. Gonna bring you another have a beer with me moment. Probably not gonna be as long as the last one, but I just wanted to give you guys an update on what I've been working on because you haven't heard from me in a while. I haven't posted anything in a while. Last weekend, I just took the weekend off. I even took Monday and Tuesday off from work, took some vacation time, just to kind of clear my head and get some things done around the house that I've been neglecting, because when I'm out in the shop, time just flies and I just kind of neglect things that I normally would do. My 50 cal bottle opener, thank you. So this video is basically going to be about stuff that I'm going to be working on tomorrow. Now, it's 4th of July weekend, so you might hear some fireworks going off in the background, whatever. Donning my Alex Steele t-shirt, showing the love. Alex Steele, still waiting on the acid etch finish of your sword that you're making. Haven't seen an update yet, a little disappointed. Anyway, one thing I wanted to mention. If I happen to name drop you, guys out in the blacksmithing community, if I happen to name drop you, I just want you to know it's my way of showing you respect and honor, and hopefully drawing more people to your channel and what you do, because if I name drop you, you're somebody I respect an awful lot. So I'm really just trying to help you guys out and bring more people to your channel. Like Evil Twin X. Dude, where you been, man? Haven't heard hide nor hair of you in quite some time. Make a video, man. I want to see what you're working on. Big Dog Forge. You were supposed to go live and something happened. Not sure what happened, but would have loved to have seen the show. Who else? HOJ Forge. Jason. What's up, dude? Haven't heard from you in forever. Make a video, man. You're the guy who taught me how to make Damascus from, using base tools, man. I want to see some stuff. Anyway, enough about that. So, anyway, as usual, good beer. Goose Island IPA. Oh, that's good stuff. Anyway, tomorrow I'm going to get up bright and early, get in the forge. I got some stuff I need to work on. Let's start out with Chandler Dickinson. I love this guy. He taught me something, one of the most fundamental things this guy has ever taught me. And if you don't know him, old school forge, Chandler Dickinson, he has this phrase: need a tool, make a tool. Don't go out and buy it, make it. And it makes sense for putting twists into my Damascus to create this like tiger stripe pattern. I learned this from him. Pipe wrench, piece of bar stock, welded to the end. Put it in your vise, lock that bad boy in, and turn. And turn. Simple tool. They sell like things like this. They do. But why? I had a pipe wrench laying around I wasn't using. I might have used it once or twice. Well, screw it. Let's make a tool out of it, So one will lead into the other. Grill tongs. I am going to pinch these down tight so that I can manipulate a smaller piece of Damascus. Now let's talk about this Damascus. These are end pieces from other billets that I've made, and I ground them down and cleaned them, whatever. But I just seriously just kind of stacked them, hodgepodge. Didn't care if they were tight, didn't care about the gaps, nothing. It's a challenge for me. Can I take this hunk of shit and forge weld it into one solid homogeneous piece of Damascus steel and not end up with any cold shuts or inclusions? I doubt it. I will probably fail at this. But I'm going into it knowing that I'll probably fail, maybe. Anyway, if it turns out halfway decent, I'm actually going to be using this to make the arrowhead pummel that's going to go onto this big buoy. Now, probably doesn't look any different from the last time I showed you guys, but I've really worked in the bevels, really taken some time with that, especially this side. That looks beautiful. I got to do a little bit more on this side, but I finally got my belts in, so I can do that. One of the other things I wanted to mention is I said I wasn't going to polish the other side of this knife because my buddy's just going to hang it on the wall. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I'm too OCD. I'm too fanatical about putting out brilliant end product. I just, yeah, the whole thing's been polished. I couldn't bring myself to just leave one side looking beautiful and the other side like, whatever. Couldn't do it. The other thing I'm going to be working on, and this is a future project, I hadn't seen my dad, I hadn't seen my old man since I opened Shepherd's Forge. We're close, but we don't like hang out and like go fishing and knock back beers together. I mean, that's just not who we are. But I went to go see him like last Sunday, and I brought a whole bunch of my work that I've been doing. He doesn't subscribe to my channel. He's not a YouTube guy. He's not a computer guy, so he don't give a shit about that. You know, he doesn't watch my videos. He's like, way to go, son! But I brought a bunch of my stuff that I've been working on to show him, you know, because he doesn't really get blacksmithing all that much, I don't think. And he was just like, I think I impressed the hell out of him. I think he was just, holy crap, you're really taking this serious. Well, one of the things one of the first things I made, and I had some help with this. This was pre-2017. Buddy of mine who works out in Milwaukee invited me out to his shop, where he's an apprentice blacksmith, and asked me if I, you know, hey man, do you want to come out and hang out at the shop and, you know, maybe make something and see if this is something you'd like to do. Well, I made a railroad spike knife. This was a railroad spike. And he kind of walked me through it. I learned how to do it. And it was awesome. I had a great time. I came home and I put this on the grinders and, you know, finished it up. But it's not that great. But I kind of know what I'm doing now. And my dad really seemed to shine to this. Like the idea that I could take a random object like a railroad spike and make a fully functional blade out of it. He seemed pretty amazed by that. So I'm going to make him one. So, a couple of videos from now, I will show you, you know, the railroad spike I use, how I go about it, everything else. Whatever. What else is there? Oh, I had somebody contact me and ask me, you know, obviously, you spent some money, you've invested in this. God, that's good beer. You know, what do I need? Like, he's like, I was looking at belt grinders, is what this guy was looking at. He was looking at doing bar stock removal, which is cool. I mean, that's something you want to do, that's great. He's like, I like blacksmithing, I don't have the space. I don't have. Basically, he didn't own a property or a place where he could actually do blacksmithing safely. But he's like, bar stock removal. That's something I could. You know, I do have a space, a little shed I could do that in. It looks like fun. But these guys have like $1,500 to $3,000 belt grinders. These 2x72s. You know, and they're so expensive. What do I do? And I told him, I said, look, man, if I showed you the equipment I was using, you'd be like, holy crap, this guy actually pulls this shit off with this equipment? And yeah, I do. I am actually saving up for a 2x42 belt grinder. It's made by Jet. It's in the range of like $400. This is going to probably be like the last piece to really like bring my shop up to a good level. Like the level where I can start banging out knives and all kinds of stuff. But I gotta have, I gotta work my way up there, man. I mean, my anvil didn't buy itself. None of my tools bought themselves. You work for it. And everything I've sold out of my shop, I put right back into my shop. Any money coming into the shop goes right back into the shop. That's how you build a business. That's how you start out. But I did want to show one of the things I use. It's called the Works Sharp Ken Onion Edition. And it's a knife sharpener, but you can buy an attachment for it that is like a miniature 2x72 grinder, belt grinder. And it works really well for doing small knives, which I like to do a little bit more often because that's the equipment I have I can use. But I thought I would show you guys this. Right there. It's not real big. I mean, there's the size of my hand. Right there. It's not real big. But it does allow me to shape and contour steel. This is going to be a ton of hand sanding. That thing is way too small to try to do something like this. I can work in the bevels with that. The bevels here, and that's about all I can do. I can't like run the blade up and down my platen or anything like that. I mean, this is just too friggin' big to do that with. But, you know, work with the tools you have. You know, figure out a way. Need a tool? Make a tool. I think I picked that up for like, I don't know, it was like $80 for the sharpener, and I think it was like, I don't know, 40 or $50 for the attachment that goes with it. And the attachment, I don't even use the sharpener. I mean, I'll sharpen, you know, a pocket knife here or there with the sharpener, no big deal. But like for knives like this, or even this, I got a guy here in town that I live in, and that's what he does for a living. He has contracts with all the landscapers and whatnot, sharpening lawnmower blades, everything. This guy's been doing it for, I think he said 30 or 40 years. So he really knows what the hell he's doing. He's like, dude, because I asked him, like, well, what are you comfortable sharpening? And he's just like, I've done swords, I've done knives, I have done axes. So I got a deal worked out with him, and when I finish a blade, I take it to him to have professionally sharpened, because that's, you know, that's what he's built his career on, is sharpening knives. So he knows way more about it than I do. So when I get it to a fit and finish, I run it over to him, he cuts me a deal, and it works out good for both of us. I mean, he gets business, and I get a knife that you can, like, shave the hair off your arm with. So it all works out. But anyway, you guys, I just wanted to show you that, you know, hey, I'm still around, and tomorrow I'm going to be in the forge. I'm going to be working on a bunch of different stuff. That's it. So to all you guys out there in YouTube land, and for the people who have subscribed to my channel, thank you. You know, thank you. I've got 25 subscribers now. Alex Steele, watch your back, brother. I'm coming up on that 100,000. Yeah, probably not. But to those of you who have subscribed and watch my channel, awesome, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's just great. Keeping it positive, you know? So anyway, I might make another video tomorrow and show you the end result. I am a little nervous about this. This thing is bad. There are gaps, and like it's just, it looks like a child kind of smashed a puzzle together with a rubber mallet. But I don't know. You got to challenge yourself, right? If it turns out like crap, I've got plenty of other pieces of Damascus I can make my little arrowhead pommel out of. So, if this don't work out, I'll find something that does work. So, anyway, you guys, have a good night. Happy 4th of July. People, stay safe. Don't drink and drive. Please. No one wants that. Shepherd's Forge, out.